Justine, you come talking about that Michael don't have the patience to look after your son that's on the spectrum. It was all good when Michael was in prison, okay? You weren't thinking about patience. You weren't thinking about your son on the spectrum when he was in prison and Michael was sending you body parts. Y'all remember that? Michael out here sending toenails, fingernails, scabs, band-aids, earlobes, dry skin. And then here Justine thought it was cute. Look at my man, look at my man, he my man. He's sending out whole earlobes. Oh, but that was cute then, wasn't it? You was all giddy. Well, instead of him doing the Silence of the Lambs, maybe you should have been educating him on how to handle a child that's on the spectrum. Hey, y'all, let's get it poppin'. Friends, welcome back to my channel. Sass here. Yes, I'm here for the Life After Lockup recap. How y'all doing? Yes, I know. Life has been lifing, okay? I've been working. As y'all know, I've been trying to get this house together. I've been renovating my house, so that's taken up most of my time this past week. That's why I didn't do no Sister Wives live show. But guess what? Monday night I will be live for the Sister Wives, okay? So don't y'all worry. Alright? So anyway, I hope you're doing good. I'm tired and I'm stressed. But other than that, I'm good. Child, let's talk about Justine and Michael. They done walked up in this lawyer's office, child. And they will discuss the will because, of course, they're trying to get their stuff together in case something was to happen with Justine. Because, honey, that doctor done put a fear of God in him. That doctor said, listen now, okay? I need for you to get a will, keep your legs shut, and get your toes tied. See, that's what you're going to need to do. So Justine has already said that her 19-year-old daughter needs to be full guardian of, you know, her children in case something happens to her. Unbeknownst to Michael, because Michael don't know none of this. See, Michael assumes that if something was to happen to her, you know, he got it. Okay? He got it. Montana Mills got it. So they talking to the lawyer, and so then Justine drops the bombshell. Justine says, now listen, if something was to happen to me, okay, I don't want my husband, whom I got 2 children with, I don't want him to take care of our children, or my children, okay? I want my 19-year-old daughter, who is a freshman in college at UNLV, to take care of my children. So Michael says, are you serious? Michael says, no, you ain't up in here cutting the shine. He says, no, that can't be right. What you saying? And she said, you heard what I said. Now, Mr. Lawyer, what we need to do? I need to sign some papers or what? What's happening? Michael said, absolutely the F not. And he says, I cannot believe you. Why would you do that? Why would you, say something like that? So he gets up. He walks off in his Naughty by Nature jacket. Ooh, child. Honey, when he got that jacket on, I was like, okay, Naughty by Nature, honey. And that ain't even no slight, because y'all, guess what? I got a jacket just like it. Honey, those jackets are wool. Hip hop hooray! Oh, egg! Oh, Anyway, so Michael done stormed out, child. And he was like, she don't trust me? She don't trust me to take care of those kids in case something happens to her. He was like, I will make sure that they're good. I will do everything to make sure that they're good. Of course, I don't want anything to happen to my wife, but for her to don't have any faith in me, he was like, man, that's effed up. That's some BS. How can she do this? So he's going on and on. Here is Justine telling the lawyer, you know, her explanation as to why she don't want Michael to handle, you know, her children. But see, she says that Michael don't have the patience, okay? Michael can't handle, all right, her child who is on the spectrum. And then they showed the flashback of when he punched the wall, child. Okay, so she was like, listen, my daughter has been around her brother, of course, her whole life, all right? And she knows how to talk her brother down, okay? She knows how to handle him because she's been doing it her whole life. And she says, I really don't want that burden on her, but I know that my child will be in safe hands with his sister. I can't say too much about Michael because Michael out here punching walls. Hey, that's fine, Justine, but y'all been together for what? Y'all been married, what, 2 years? You mean to tell me in those 2 years, this is the first time these two boys have fought or argued? Or maybe your child that's on the spectrum, he ain't never had an episode in 2 years? Maybe, just maybe, in my opinion, maybe you should have been educating Michael on how to handle a child that's on the spectrum. Yes, he's high functioning, but still, we know that when it comes to a child with special needs, you have to be educated in this. Okay? You have to know their triggers. You have to know what may or may not set them off. So instead of you talking about he can't handle it, he ain't got no patience, maybe both of y'all should have been educating. So then here is the lawyer. And the lawyer's like, child, I wish they'd get up out my office. See, that's what he said. Now, he didn't verbally say that, but I read it in his pretty blue eyes. Okay? All right, here was time for y'all to get up out of that. So he said, now listen, okay? This can be a compromise. So here comes Michael. He said he's sorry. He done calmed down. And he said, you know, it just took me off guard. And so the lawyer said, how about co-guardianship? All right? Your daughter can be there to help raise your children. But, okay, Michael will call all the shots. All right? Michael will be the primary caregiver. All right? So your daughter can be there, of course, but it will be Michael that will make the decisions. Basically what it would be, her being the sister, him being the daddy. Because Michael says we don't want no division. Okay, what do you think is going to happen? Okay, the 19-year-old is going to take the 2 boys and just go all off somewhere? We got these 2 babies. Okay? So, we ain't gonna have no more division. I already don't see 2 of my other children. So now you just want everybody to divide. And so here is Justine. Justine was like, well, of course I don't want any more division, you know, in the household. But it is what it is. I'll tell you, these 2. Again, where are the grandparents? Where's the aunties? Where's another cousin? So they thought it was a good idea to do the co-guardianship, and they're going to talk about it or look into it. Child, I don't know. I was heating up my food, child. Let's move on. Kyrock and Britney is out of the crack house motel, child. Honey, Britney done had enough, okay? The straw that broke the camel's back is when Britney went to get some ice and there was a crackhead. And Britney said, that's it. I can't take it no more. So they are out of the government assisted living. And now they done moved in with Kyrock's mentor coffee. Did y'all see Coffee's little dog? I was like, is that dog? That dog look, it was this big, child. So Coffee, they've been staying with Coffee since they can't make it to Texas. And so Coffee loves it. Coffee said, I want y'all to stay forever. You cook, you clean, you pick up after yourselves, and you pay me. I want y'all to stay forever. You ain't ever got to leave. And then here's Kyrock. Kyrock was like, now Coffee, now look, I love you, but we got to get the hell up out of here. Look, y'all see, you see them knick-knack, Patty Wax, give a dog a bone. You see them knick-knack? Now they are looking at me when I'm asleep. We got to get up out of here, Britney. Honey, they can't even move around right. It's so tight up in there. So they go and grab something to eat, and Kyrock done put on his thinking cap, and he said, let me tell you something. This is what I've been thinking. Now, I know you got denied, okay, for Texas, but let's say we get married. Let's get married. We get married. We elope. And then they can't say nothing. We are a married couple. They can't deny us then, girl. What's up? What's up? And so, you know, Britney was all for. Britney was like, well, okay, let's elope. But see, before they can do all that, they got to get them finances in order. Okay? Because Kyrock's savings is getting dry. It's getting real dry. Okay, now Britney, while Kyrock was out here working, all right, and you ain't going to hair school no more, why wasn't you working? Where was your job? Because see, Kyrock done said that you was getting your nails done for $500. I said, now wait a minute. What? I said, now I know I didn't hear that. $500 for nails? And was that a week? You mean to tell me you spend $2,000 a month on nails? I know the devil is a lie. I know not. At first I thought, well, maybe he means a month. That's still high. $500, y'all, what y'all paying? Now, y'all, I don't get my nails done often, as y'all know. The only time I get my nails done is for a special occasion or if I'm going on a trip. That's it. Okay? Other than that, they busted. Or I go down there to the good old Walmart or Target and I get some press-ons. Now, as y'all see, my nails are busted now. But oh well. Ain't no way I'm paying $500. So they got the $500 nails. Of course, you got to get a hair done. And then, you know, they're paying 2 rents. There's, you know, car payments, car insurance. It's just a whole slew of things that they paying and making no money. Okay, Kyrock's not working now because he was under the assumption that he'll be moving to Texas. So he don't think he need to be getting a job in Virginia. You better find you something. Both of y'all need to find you a job. Part-time, do something. So, Kyrock's plan is, let's get married, child. Let's elope, and they can't deny us. They can't deny our love. So, Britney was like, bet. So, here is Britney. All right? Now, they ain't telling like no family. Now, they just eloping. Ain't telling Kyrock's mama. Britney ain't told the grandma. Ain't nobody gonna be there. They just... I wish these folks would think before they do. That may not even work. They're not even thinking that this may not work, Kyrock. So Britney's with her homegirl. And her homegirl is like, Her homegirl said, no, Britney, I don't think this is good. This is not a good idea. I don't think you should elope. Okay? Because, all right, is this your choice? Or did Kyrock talk you into it? See, the homegirl said that she feels like that Kyrock is controlling. Now, any other person, Britney would buck. Britney be like, no, no, that ain't right. Let's think about this. You know, Britney is more outspoken. But when it comes to Kyrock, everything is yes, 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 let's do this. So the friend said that Kyrock is a little bit controlling with Britney. What Kyrock says, Britney does. But of course, Britney don't see it like that. Britney says, look, he looking out for me, okay? All right? And what's the big deal? I think it's a great idea that we go and get married and elope, and that will better our chance to go to Texas. I love Kyrock. He loves me. What's the problem? We're going to get married anyway. So this is just a little step before the big wedding. So they go and they, you know, try on dresses. I will say this. The second dress that Britney tried on, that's the one. That's the one that you wear for the elopement, and for you can also use that for the wedding. It was real cute. Okay? So here the friend again, pushing again. Okay, and the friend was like, listen, I just don't know, Britney. This don't sound right. I think you should call your PO. Britney was like, I got it. So Britney said, how do I look in the dress? She was like, it's real cute. Listen here, as a friend, as a home girl, I'm telling you, you need to call your PO. Britney was like, I got it. I got it. It looked good on me, girl. Her homegirl said, girl, yeah, here's a veil. Now listen, you need to call the PO. Britney said, now you done said that one too many times. I done told you, heifer, enough. And so her homegirl said, all right, I'll mind my business. I like Britney's homegirl. I like her. She's looking out for Britney. She wasn't disrespectful. She told her how she felt. And she feels like that Kyrock is calling all the shots. That Kyrock is moving too fast and Kyrock is not thinking. And Britney should speak out a little bit more when it comes to this. It can backfire like a 1979 Chevette. So here the homegirl said again, homegirl said, now listen, you may not even be approved with this. And so Britney said, it ain't Virginia, it's Texas. Okay? And she was like, listen, you need to call your PO. So Britney broke down, called the PO, and the PO said, now I don't know what you're thinking. Okay? This is Texas. And Texas don't play. And Texas is very weary of people who try to get one up on them. I think they used the term fraud. Now, this is what your PO is telling you, Britney. You sure about this? Now, your PO is saying, I don't think this is a good idea because Texas don't like when somebody trying to do the okie doke. So, Britney and Kyrock, you better think about it. But even though we seen previews and they're standing there getting married, so child, I don't know, child. Let's move on. Speaking of wedding dresses, what person tries on wedding dresses while they're still married but engaged to someone else? Who? Oh, that's right, Kimberly. Now, Kimberly is going wedding dress shopping. Now, one of her dresses was alright, okay? It needs to be fitted, but it was alright. She's trying on wedding dresses while still married. And who walks in through the door? Her cousin. Now, isn't this the same cousin that had a fit, crying, snot flying? She was so upset that she had to leave the bridal shower because Joey whistled at her, allegedly. Ain't this the same cousin? Why are you there? This is also the same cousin that while she was with Joey, he cheated on her with Kimberly. Why are you there? You mean to tell me Kimberly ain't got no other cousins gonna be at the wedding? When you couldn't even handle a whistle? What he gonna do if he stare at you? Have a panic attack? Girl, get up out of there. That's the most foolish thing I ever seen in my life. Why do you want to be that? You out here talking about you don't trust Joey. Joey ain't no count. Joey is a user, and Joey's gonna break Kimberly's heart. And here you are sitting there while she's trying on wedding dresses talking about, oh my God, you look lovely. Country ass folks. I don't get it. But I digress. So Kimberly's trying on dresses. The cousin comes talking about she's sorry about how she may have overreacted at this bridal shower. And Kimberly was like, it's okay, I understand. So here we go. Kimberly said, well, I got something to tell you. So she was like, what? And so Kimberly said, well, technically I'm still married. And so the cousin says, oh, Lord. She said, why are we here? Exactly. Exactly. So Kimberly was like, well, I mean, I thought that, you know, we will be separated for a year. A year goes by and I just signed papers and boom, I'm divorced. Obviously, in North Carolina, that don't work. Okay? I don't understand how these people don't educate themselves. Google is free. And here you are, still married, and you up at wedding dress shop. Oh, and then side note, Joey don't know it. Joey is assuming that this divorce is going to happen, you know, real close to now. Or she should be divorced by now, but I don't know. See, the only thing he worried about is making sure that that boy is his. See, every day he is asking her, is this my baby? Is this my baby? Is this my baby? Is that boy mine? And so, of course, she says that, you know, she haven't got the results yet, but she thinks that, you know, some more. But she says she's worried because not only if that boy is Joey, this is going to affect everybody's life. Hers, Joey, that boy's, the father, the guy whom he think is the father. Everybody is going to be affected by this. But you up there looking at wedding, trying on wedding dresses. How much longer do you have before you get divorced, girl? This don't make no sense. None. Let's move on. Bianca. Bianca. Bianca is still talking about coffee. Still talking about coffee. So Bianca done woke up from her hangover, okay? And she's talking to Daniel. Both of them need rest. Both of them need to drink water because both of them look tired, okay? Bags underneath the eyes. I was like, y'all look like y'all could be an extra in Twilight. Get some sun, okay? Drink some water. Instead of you worry about coffee, you need to be drinking some H2O. That's what you do. So here is Bianca talking to Daniel about how Daniel needs to treat her. All right. And she says that in order for her to be happy, Daniel needs to treat her. See, it's the easy things. It's the simpler things in life. Like bringing me coffee. Daniel said, now I know we ain't talking about coffee again. And he said, listen, it's over. Okay? It didn't happen. You didn't get what you wanted. All right? And you know, if you wanted coffee, you should have got up and you should have got you some coffee. Your legs work. Okay? I'm not going to be a slave. I'm not going to, pick up after you. I'm not going to, be on your beck and call. That ain't going to happen. And so Daniel said, if you rely on me to make you happy, it ain't going to work. Okay? Don't be relying on me to make you happy. Now, some people have some things to say about what he said by that. This is what I think he meant. Now, Bianca have said, in order to make me happy, you need to do things for me to show that you appreciate me, that you love me, okay? Look at what all I've done for you. So in order for you to prove to me that you appreciate what you have done for me, you need to do what I need to say. Then you need to do the little things like getting me coffee. You need to do things when I tell you to jump, you ask out how. See, that's what will make me happy. And that's why I think that is what I think when Daniel said that. Don't rely on me to make you happy. Okay? All right? It's supposed to be me and you made too. But if you think that your happiness means that you think that I'm supposed to just walk around here and do what you say like a little, dog, that ain't gonna happen. Of course, Daniel wants both of them to be happy, but what Bianca wants is a little bit ridiculous. Of course, every woman wants their man to make them happy, but Bianca is saying, this is what I've done for you, okay? And this is how you can prove yourself to me. I think that's what Daniel meant, as in don't rely on me to do that, because I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to, be at your beck and call. I ain't your slave. That's not how happiness works. See, the problem with Daniel and Bianca is both of them are bored. See, if they had jobs, see, boys and girls, this is the word of the day, jobs. If they had jobs, they would be too exhausted to be worried about this foolishness. They will be working. Get to work, and you won't be fussing over this frivolous stuff. Coffee. Bianca, don't you bring up coffee no more. So then, here they are talking, and they, came to a nice little, agreement, I guess. So then they talk, child. And then here they are. I'm sorry. I love you. And they kissy, huggy, child. So then we have Daniel going to see his cousin Robert. And did y'all see how Daniel was out that door. Daniel put on his shoes and he was like, bye. Here's Bianca. Bianca's looking at her phone like, bye. Honey, she couldn't wait to FaceTime. So she FaceTimed her homeboy, and she's telling him the woes, woe me. I've done moved out here to Arizona to be with him. He's not listening to me. He's not doing what I'm telling him to do. Okay? He's supposed to do whatever I say. And then she done brought up the coffee again. Child, I'm so tired, y'all. So then the homeboy was like, girl, that's the reason why you came to Arizona. She was like, oh, I know. He is the reason why I came to Arizona. How can he do this to me? Why is he not listening to me? I mean, yeah, I went out. Yeah, I was drinking. Yeah, I got drunk. Yeah, I kind of disrespected him. But what about me? What about what I want? You see what all I've done for him, girl? You keep throwing that up in his face. He tired of hearing it. Did nobody tell you to do that? You did that, Bianca. You done packed up all your bags. You done moved. You done went to Arizona to be with this man. Okay, well, you there now. But if you expect him to wait on you hand and foot and you don't give, girl, that ain't gonna work. It takes two to make a thing all right. So then here is Daniel. Daniel go meets up with Robert the cousin. Honey, the Robert the cousin was like, I don't know what you and Bianca on, but there's something going on that y'all need to talk. Because he says, I feel like this. All right? Bianca drinking, and Bianca told me that she had a problem. Now, when he said that, I said, Robert? Now, when Bianca said that, I thought she meant it in a sarcastic way. Okay, she was like, I like to drink. This is good. You know, maybe I have a problem. That's what I thought she meant. I didn't even think that was serious. We ain't never heard Bianca say that she had a problem with alcohol, ever. It's been a complete opposite. So I was thinking that Bianca was just being flippant, like just being sarcastic, being silly. Oh, maybe I have a problem. I mean, I have drunk like 4 drinks in like 5 minutes. So then here is Daniel. Daniel can talk about, she said that. She said that she had a problem. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's disgusting. I'm worried. And I'm like, oh, Lord. He was like, it's gross. All right, she don't need to be drinking. And now she's admitting that she has a problem. Robert done acted like she done said she's an alcoholic. So then Robert goes on and tells Daniel how Bianca was talking about their sex life and how he don't perform that well. Daniel said, she told you that? And Robert said, sure did. Said that you don't like to do the little foreplay and that I needed to talk to you about it. Man, you need to do that foreplay. Daniel, I'm going to need for you to do that foreplay. That's what I'm going to need for you to do. Okay? That's what you need to do. That's all I'm saying. So he was like, why did she talk to you like that? He said, that's inappropriate. And he was like, man, why didn't you tell her? Don't be talking about that to, that's my cousin. And so Robert was like, child, you know, man, she just wanted me to talk to you about listening. I didn't want to get in it. I'm just here listening and drinking. So then the cousin was like, they have a lot to discuss. Because if, Bianca is out here drinking, she don't know about her and Daniel. They've been arguing, they've been fussing, and it's only been day 3. What if she get a little hair in her back and she says, Daniel, I want you out. And Daniel had to take his feet to the street. Robert said, y'all need to talk. Y'all need to handle this. Because either you're going to be together and make it together, or you need to separate. Because all this fussing and fighting, we don't know what Bianca's going to do. Bianca may kick you out, and then you're going to be out back. Even though your mama and your daddy would be like this. Come on, son. Come on. Here's the door. Come on. His mama be like, she kicked you out. 5 minutes. Come on. Let's go get my boy. She'll be happy as hell. Oh, child. Let's move on. Melissa and Joey. Oh, my God. Joey, you happy about that $18,000 ring to Melissa? You happy about that? Okay. Melissa is with her sister, and they are at some shopping for their dad's birthday. And bless his heart. Okay, her dad ain't doing too well, y'all. Okay, he's thin. He don't look too well, so Papa, Melissa, I wish you well, child. I wish you well, okay? So they're shopping, they're talking about Louie, and Melissa's talking about Louie, about how she wants more out of him, blah, blah, blah. But see, Louie, he needs to ask her dad for permission. See, he done bought the ring, now he's going to ask the father. You're doing things backwards, son. Okay, so they all meet up at this little diner, and even Melissa was talking about her dad not looking well, how thin he is, and all this. Here comes Louie, and Louie asked the dad, I love your daughter, she's the one, and I want to, ask her to marry me, and I want your approval. And the dad was cool. The dad said, okay. The dad said, you have proven yourself to me. you're a pretty good dude. Because, see, the other guys that Melissa has seen, okay, they ain't been nothing but a hot mess. Heartbreak, heartache, okay? So, you good. Okay, you treating her well, so I'm all for it. So, he gave his stamp of approval. So, we have Melissa moaning and groaning. She in that tub, okay? Melissa got 2 jobs herself. Louis comes in with a pizza. First of all, who goes into a bathroom and first of all, who brings a pizza in a bathroom? I said, you couldn't leave that at the kitchen table. You brought a whole pizza in a bathroom. Stop. So she's in the tub and here's Louis. Louis said, oh, okay. Louis taking off his shirt. She says, no, you're not, Louis. You're not getting in this tub. How could you do this? Where have you been? Here we are. We work 6 jobs betwixt the both of us, and you got enough to bring me a greasy pizza? I'm tired of eating pizza. We should be out here at a good restaurant. We should be out here at a special restaurant going out to eat. I'm tired of pizza, Louis. So here's what Louis said, well, we don't eat pizza every day. You act like we eat pizza every day. And I work 4 jobs, you got 2 jobs. Okay? We got to make this money. We got to save up. Okay? That's why I'm working. Eat the pizza. Shove it in your mouth. Shut up. That's what you do. So here is Melissa still moaning and groaning and heeing and hawing. Ain't appreciating nothing, child. Okay? So then Melissa says that she don't feel appreciated when it comes to Louis. Because, see, Louis is a trainer. And Louis is training women. See, that's the problem with her. She don't want Louis being trained by, she don't want Louis training these women. Her jealousy. That's what it is. She jealous. Okay? She think Louis is just going to run off with one of these well-fit women. When you keep acting like that, he will. You sitting up in that tub talking all loose lip, all crazy when he done spent $18,000 on a ring on you. And you can't even appreciate nothing. You thinking in your head that he out here doing something with these women that he's training. When half of these participants can't even spell work, can't even smell a job. And he done saved up enough money to buy you an $18,000 ring. You mad about a pizza. Then why didn't you get up and get your own food? So silly. So then he's trying to explain himself, and then he gets a call, and she was like, see, that's what I'm talking about. See, he never has time for me. He always talking to these women. Morning, noon, night, in the middle of the night. My Louis, he always talks to them. He spends more time with them than with me. And then Melissa had a nerve to come out her mouth and say, when he was prison, he had all the time for me in the world. Girl, I swear, these participants put on their shoes the wrong way. Of course he had more time for you when he was in prison. What else does he have to do? Of course he can call you 6, 7, 8 times a day. He ain't got nothing else to do. Of course he can show you all the attention. Because he had nothing else to do. Now that he's out, he got things to do. Sit back and enjoy it. But let me tell you something. When she sees that $18,000 2-carat ring, oh, she's going to be doing backflips. Her eyeliner is going to be running. She's going to be talking about Louis, my man, Louis, Louis. Oh, my God, my baby Louis. You're going to be eating those words. So you should have been eating that pizza. all up on the bathroom floor. Louis could talk about shoving in your mouth. Like, what's wrong with y'all? No trust, all fuss. Let's move on. Last and most definitely least, Rob ain't got no money. Rob ain't gambling in prison. See, that's where Rob was making his money. See, that's how Teeny was living comfortably. Okay? She didn't have to work. Because, see, Rob was in that prison gambling. Okay? Now, y'all remember Rob was gambling, sending money. Rob had a phone. Rob was tight with the correctional officer. See, Rob was up in there living like Scarface. Okay? Gambling. But see, him and his brother also had a business. What happened with that? What happened with that business? Because, see, I was under the assumption that's how he was making money. Because of him and his brother's work. But we come to find out that he was up there gambling. Well, he can't do that now. He can't gamble. So he have to go and he has to make less money. But where's the job at with the brother? See, I'm asking this again. Where that at? So less money coming in. And so that means, Teeny, you're going to have to get you a job, girl. And why is Rob talking so slow like he's reading off of a script? Do y'all notice that? Rob is like talking to her, like when he was talking to her, it was like she was holding up a piece of paper and we couldn't see the paper. And he was like, yes, Teeny, finances are low and you need to get you a job, okay? I'm like, what is happening? So Rob wants to get his CDL. The CDL license is about $5,500, and honey, they ain't got it. So they need a 2-income family. And honey, when he told Teeny, he said, you gotta work. Teeny went, excuse me, what? I gotta do what? He said, you gotta work. He said, you out here shopping, spending money. You can't do that no more, okay? You gotta work. And so then she was like, well, I worked before, I could do it again. And she said, bet. She said, I could get me a job in 2 weeks. I just need to dust off my resume. He said, well, dust it off, okay? Working 9 to 5. I want to need for you to do something because you out here spending money that we ain't got. And so Teeny said, well, you know, I ain't gonna lie. I like spending money. I like nice things. I like shoes, purses, clothes. So, yeah, I spend money. But I guess now I gotta get a job. So, they are back at the apartment. They're back at the house. And so Teeny tells Rob about the water park. And she says, well, I'm here to tell you, I went ahead and I paid the $250 for the water park for the kids. Well, Rob went off. Rob said, what? Why did you do that? Why did you spend that much money? We had a discussion. We need to talk about things that is being spent on. If it's over $100, we need to discuss it as a couple. And so she was like, that was a deal. Okay? We can take the kids there anytime. They can play all day. It's for the whole summer. It's for 4 people. It's good. And so Rob wasn't thinking that. Rob said $250 for a water park is crazy. That's a whole lot of money. Now let's backtrack. Y'all, do y'all think that's a deal? I think that's a good deal. $250, unlimited time. It's for the whole summer. What is that, 2 months? I wonder how much it would be if they go like every day or every other day. Things are expensive, and $250 for 4? Or how, you know, they can bring their friends. I mean, I just find that, you know, I think that's a good deal. Because you could go to good old Chuck E. Cheese or to some arcade, like she said, and you dropping $200. Like that. Like that. Child, I took my nephews out to the trampoline park. And I took them out to eat. I was like, Jesus. What is this trampoline made out of? Gold? So I'm thinking for the whole summer, $250 is not bad. For 2 kids, for 4 people? No. That's the family plan. I think that's a good deal. What y'all think? Y'all let me know, parents out there who got kids. So Rob said, how that job coming? This is ridiculous. She was like, look, I'm going to dust off my resume. It's going to take 2 weeks. He said, it's always 2 weeks with you. It was 2 weeks last week. It was 2 weeks 2 weeks ago. It was 2 weeks yesterday. I'm going to need for you to get a job. And so she said, don't be rushing me. Don't be rushing me about this job. And don't be talking about my spending. What you need to do is spend some money on covering up that goofy ass tattoo. I said, oh, she done brought up the tattoo of the ex. I knew it was coming. He said, don't you worry about this tattoo, I will. She said, good, you do that. Okay? You let me worry about over here, and then you worry about that tattoo removal. It's going to take you 2 weeks. She was mad as hell. And so he leaves, he storms out, she huffing and she puffing, and that is the episode of Life After Lockup. Did y'all enjoy it? I know you did, okay? And y'all know what to do to my new subscribers. Welcome to the family. And don't forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, friends, bye.